Mixer, Facebook Live, and all of the globe. I pray you're having a great and kind, safe day. God bless your kind hearts wherever you are in the world, in your creed, religion, meditation, or beliefs. I pray you're safe and well either which way. We're going to go into TRON Live News. We have some great pieces of brief news here today. We have some great pieces of brief news here today. I want to turn on that back monitor. And we're going to go ahead and start. I have the descriptions in the description box below on YouTube and all the other platforms of these news articles. So please do go ahead and give a subscribe, smash the like, give a follow on YouTube, DLive, and on Twitter. Go ahead and go to the TRON Foundation and BitTorrent and TRON Live News on Twitter and give a follow and give our retweets of great content. So on TRON Live News, you can see all of the TRON Foundation retweets, all of Justin Sun's retweets, all of the BitTorrent retweets, and some great important news also, and the recaps to these live streams. So I can see you in the chats right above. Go ahead and chat with me. Be appropriate or I will remove you. I had some people the other way trolling and giving negative comments, and we want to be in a positive space here. This is a positive community. This is a serious topic, and the innovation of blockchain technologies and the utility of cryptocurrency, right? So the first article we have, first we're gonna go through the World Coin Index brief and talk about that. Shirt's a little uncomfortable. Not this shirt, not the TRON shirt, but undershirt. So we have Bitcoin at $8,733.97, down 3.62%. Ethereum $185.94, down 97%. We have Litecoin $62.18, down 2.55%. EOS $62.18, down 2.55%. Oh, sorry. Wait, what's jumping around there? Oh, it's Litecoin's jumping around. Oh, some markets. I don't know what's going on there. Let's do this. Litecoin, EOS, Ripple's down 2.34%. Bitcoin Cash $288.62, down 1.74%. That was weird. It was kind of like giving a little bug on the World Coin Index. Ethereum Classic down 2.77% at $4.91. Tron at number 8, down 2.27% at 0.0189, about 2 cents per TRX. Neo in 9th place at $11.18, up 1.28%. Qdom in 10th, $2.13, down 2.50%. So sometimes I go into the trending of what's trending. You can see all like some erratic, like AlphaCat up 93.13%. GSC, I don't even know how to pronounce this. GSEN Network, GSE up 93.13%. Wink 93.13%. Insurium, so obviously many of you in the TRON Foundation understand what the Wink is. If you haven't, go ahead and check that out. You can see those through the TRON Foundation Twitters as well. Insurium up 68.16%. Mindall up 48.81%. Quadra Protocol, I'm going to go scroll up 44.85%. Live Coin up 44.85%. CoinMeet up 48.87%. Fleta up 32.59%, and Platon Coin up 31.72%. So congratulations to you if you have these on. Well, Red Coin's really down, so down 64.89%. Not sure what's going on with that. And so these are some of the big losers on the markets today. All right, so in brief, on some briefs, we have China state-run media. Bitcoin is blockchain's first success. This is a Cointelegraph. So go ahead and Google blockchain news if you so wish to, and you can find some more great news apart from the articles we are going to read through today. We have Canadian blockchain firm launches USD peg stablecoin CUSD, and Mass, we're going to be reading through this. JPMorgan builds payment systems with inter-blockchain connectivity. So we're going to read through 2 articles, and I'm going to show how to create a brief on how to create a Tron wallet, how to send a Tron from Tron Link to the wallet, and then how to freeze and stake your Tron in your wallet, and shows that you don't lose your Tron. It's always in your wallet. It stays frozen for up to 3 days. Then you can unfreeze and it goes back in your wallet. You can send it elsewhere, buy more Tron or sell more Tron or what have you. In your own personal due diligence, do your own research. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please take caution in all that you do among these market spaces. So I am going to go through the SR representatives at tronscan.org. So we have Binance staking. So these are the top 27 SR super representatives that stake Tron from the Tron blockchain for being a node validator in the Tron mainnet network. So essentially, these top 27 are fetching blocks in what's called witness nodes through what is Tron has as Odyssey protocol, and Odyssey protocol has upgrades and updates, and all of the SRs and SRCs have to do the due diligence to follow that protocol and make sure the nodes are built out for block production readiness. So the top 27 here, people are voting their Tron TRX staked and frozen for these top 27 to produce blocks. So the SRs can produce blocks, fetch blocks, and basically is how the entire Tron virtual machine, a Turing virtual machine, is run. We can talk about what virtual machines are in future episodes, and I will go through that accordingly, because it's interesting stuff. It's most definitely, it's technology, right? That's what we're here for. We're talking about the innovation of technology. Please, if you have questions, let me know in the chat. If you want to see something covered here, I can go ahead and go to it. If you see something that's not shilling or anything like that, but that you find interesting in the news and you want us to cover it and you want me to go ahead and look at it, we can go do that together. Let me know in the chat on YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, DLive, and Facebook Live. So Binance staking, we have 12,463,000 votes. I'm going to kind of round these out of who's staked for them and how many votes. BitGuild in second, 613 and a little over 613.5 million votes. Sky People, great people and great community over there. Innovative game developers. We have 556 game app developers, 556 million votes. Sesame Seed SR, 456 million votes. Bitwire's pool, almost 456 million votes. Tron Grid, 471 million votes. Crypto Guy and ZA, that's a great guy also. Definitely follow him on Twitter. You can find him on Twitter and on Telegram. He's been here since the beginning, as select others. So 366 million votes. SR Tron Europe, 365 million votes. Crypto Chain, 345 million votes. Tron Link, 343.5 million votes. uTorrent, 334 million votes. Call Me SR, 329.5 million votes, a little over 500,000 votes. Tron Alliance, 328 and a little bit over 500,000 million votes, or 600,000 million votes, I mean. Tron Spark, 327 million votes. Tron One, 323 million votes. Crypto Knight, 318, almost 319 million votes. Tron Wallet Me, 318 million votes. Blockchain Org, 317 million votes. Tron Scan, 302 million votes, a little over 302 million votes. Infinity Stones, 301 million votes. BitTorrent, 392 million votes. TRX Market, 292 million votes. I'm gonna turn my monitor up, make sure my volume's on the mics. Let me know if you can't hear on the volume. Please let me know. I can turn the mic up, but this is the level I have it at right now. So TRX Market, 292 million votes. Huobi Pool, 289.5 million votes. Hit BTC, 286 million votes. TRX Ultra, 282 million votes. Minergate, 280 million votes. Tron Vietnam, 264 million votes. And right under that, we have Justin Sun, who was on there yesterday. 252.5 million votes, right? So these are the top 27 SRs, and there's a long list of readiness of other SRs among them right below. So if anything ever needs to occur that one of these SRs drops position, well, then the other node validators can take the place from other representatives before there. Let's see, on the list currently, yeah, there are 221 some. So I will say this brief, and we're going to go into the news. If you want to learn more about the top 27 or any of the SRs, they should all have GitHub repository team pages built into their node validation staking SR or SRC position. So as you can see here on BitGuild, a game development company is a representative, and they have a full professional and organized page for their SR representative that shows what their intro is, what their team is, their community plan, their server configuration, budget expenses, and their website links. So you can read about each SR. They should have a page there. Why BitGuild for a super representative, their team, head of blockchain engineering, who is their team, and the community plan. So basically, essentially, what they are giving back in rewards. So maybe some node validators don't give anything back. Maybe others give a certain token from their company or foundational or entity type back, like Sesame Seed SR gives the seed token instead of TRX. And then they are listed upon cryptocurrency exchanges. They have their own utility of seed within certain DApp games or different point of sale processing payment systems that utilities the seed. So each one has their own staking reward system that gives back for you, the voter, to freeze your Tron and stake and vote for them to run the Tron blockchain and fetch blocks for Tron to transact accordingly and so efficiently and so fast and scalability as it is doing currently, and with scalability. So read through these. We're going to go back through this. I'm going to show you how to create a wallet here at TronScan. But first we're going to go. It's very easy. It's very, very easy. Take 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, and we're going to close out the episode after that until tomorrow. Please do. Also, don't forget, subscribe, smash the like here on Tron Live News, all things cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So Bakkt announces, so this is from Crypto Briefing. Bakkt announces custody service for all institutions. The Bakkt warehouse is now approved by the NYDFS. So Bakkt Warehouse is now available for all institutional clients. The custody solution was previously only limited to clients in trading on the Bakkt Bitcoin futures contracts. The company has received today the authorization from the New York Department of Financial Services to offer Bitcoin custody for all institutions around the world. Bakkt Warehouse's full launch comes with an already existing set of clients that includes Pantera Capital, Galaxy Digital, and Tagomi. The company stated that it will onboard additional firms to its custody offering in the coming weeks. The company uses a combination of digital operation and auditing controls to ensure the security of the assets, on-premises data centers, and dedicated network connectivity ensures complete control over the digital security of data. Biometrically secured vaults are used for safekeeping and continuous availability of customer funds. Redundancy is also achieved through multiple facilities. All Bakkt facilities are monitored 24/7 while employing armed guards and incident response teams. Transaction signing is geographically distributed and requires multiple entities to correctly execute a Bitcoin transaction. In addition to full regulatory oversight, Bakkt's funds are secured by a $125 million insurance policy. With this move, the company joins existing custody providers such as Coinbase and BitGo to offer institutions a safe exposure to cryptocurrencies. So, if certain institutional companies wish to utilize the ability of Bitcoin as an encrypted digital currency, one of the basket currencies within global utility, then they are doing their due diligence and scalability to fully secure and succeed the Bitcoin mass adoption here. That's how I take this. Again, it's not financial advice to go buy Bitcoin. Do your own research. Take caution in the markets. It's very volatile and marketplace. But there are certain measures also in place, like stable coins. So, like Tether USD is a stable coin backed fully with cryptocurrency and USD dollars And with much of that on the Tron blockchain, Tether USD is a stablecoin always paired one-to-one with $1 USD. So essentially, if you are owning Bitcoin, great. All right, that's your choice. If you are not in need of Bitcoin, but you are in need of transacting in a digital, secure way that's very transparent and utilizing blockchain technology, such as the Tron Foundation. Here's the Tron Foundation logo of the Tron Foundation. If you're just watching this for the first time or learning about Bitcoin and blockchain technologies, such as the Tron Foundation for the first time, then you can utilize holding TUSD, Tether, United States dollar, essentially what that means, on the Tron blockchain, and it doesn't move up or down from the dollar valuation. And it's very fast and efficient. Within Ethereum, great. Ethereum's network kind of clogs up. They're working on scalabilities. And there is Tether USD on there. It's more expensive to transact. There's an omni-layer protocol that's more expensive to transact and very slow and inefficient based upon the Bitcoin technology protocol. But at the same time, there's also Lightning Network that is being developed within the Bitcoin network. So there's always, in a positive way, innovation being scaled, and it's so early on still, but it's been, a good many years since the Bitcoin adoption and since the Bitcoin creation and Satoshi Nakamoto's white paper as of now. But there's still many more years to go to see the true ladder difference of the outcome of this technology, to see how it succeeds. So in this last article, we're going to go through creating a Tron wallet, sending some TRX, and freezing and how to freeze and stake for SRs. Very briefly, and we're going to close out the episode for today. So don't forget, subscribe, smash the like, share with your friends and family, chat with me in the description chats on Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, DLive, and Facebook Live. So JPMorgan builds payment system with inter-blockchain connectivity. The Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, the city-state central bank, has completed development of a blockchain-based cross-border payment system that can support a range of currencies. Carried out as part of the ongoing Project Yuban initiative, the prototype platform was developed in partnership with investment banking multinational JPMorgan and Singapore government-owned investment firm, I apologize if I pronounced that correctly, Temasek. It is now being tested to see if it lives up to its promise as a means of cut costs for businesses and to gauge its ability to connect with different commercial blockchain applications, MAS said on Monday. MAS. The project has been some time in the works, with the second phase of the project announced back in 2017. Earlier tests has involved MAS. I'm going to keep saying MAS because I'm not exactly sure how they're pronouncing, if it's MAS or MAS, or I'm going to say MAS, and a group of major banks, with blockchain startup consortium R3 and professional services from Deloitte also involved. Originally focused on digitization of the Singapore dollar using blockchain, the project moved on to look at the tech's potential to support a real-time gross settlement system like those used by central banks. With Yuban now in its fifth phase, MAS said with the payments prototype will, and quote, will provide interfaces for other blockchain networks to connect and integrate seamlessly. It has also been built to offer additional benefits such as delivery versus payment, DVP settlement with private exchanges, conditional payments, and escrow and payment commitments for finance of trading. We hope this development will encourage other central banks to conduct similar trials, and we will make the technical specifications publicly accessible to accelerate these efforts, said Mr. Mohanty. I apologize if I pronounced your name incorrectly, but do the best I can, right? God willing. Chief FinTech Officer at MAS, we look forward to, in quotes, we look forward to linking up with more blockchain networks to improve cross-border connectivity. This will be a big step towards in making cross-border transactions faster, cheaper, and safer. With the code now developed, 40 companies from within finance and elsewhere have been working to ascertain the commercial viability and overall value of the platform. JPMorgan indicated that work on its own blockchain initiative for internal business payments, which utilizes a dollar-pegged stablecoin, has informed work on the Yuban project John Hunter, global head of clearing and interbank information network at JPMorgan, said, in quote, by leveraging our key learnings from building the interbank information network and the JPM coin, the stable coin, JPMorgan is well positioned to support the development of a blockchain-based payments network and operate at scale. So, planned for early next year, professional services giant Accenture will publish a report on the project, listing the potential use cases for a blockchain payments platform and setting out additional features that could be built into the system. The technical specs for the platform's connectivity interfaces will be made freely available under the Apache license version 2.0. So this article is from CoinDesk. And as always, I have these articles in the description box on below, sourced and cited accordingly, and you can go ahead and read through them, share them at your due diligence. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go back over to TronScan. So we're going to create a wallet here at tronscan.org. So you can go to https://www.tronscan.org, and it will bring you here to the TronScan Explorer under the Tron Foundation. So this was originally created from a developer by the name of Rovac, another great guy, and turned over to the Tron Foundation for scaling, efficiencies, and improvements in building out this to be a fully secure ledgering system of tracing transactions, staking, and voting for Tron SRs in the Tron blockchain, and storing your cryptocurrency safely with PK and what a wallet is called Tron Link. So there's a browser plugin on Opera and Google Chrome, the Tron Link, and this is how we store our funds. I have on the other monitor a wallet open and ready to send some Tron to a wallet we're going to create, and I'm going to show you how to freeze and stake your Tron and the reward system that will come back from the SR representative. After 3 days, you can then unfreeze your Tron and have it back in your balance. You're no longer voting for an SR. There will no longer be rewards going into your wallet, but it's sort of like, and this is not financial or institutional advice because I'm not that type of person licensed, and I'm not a financial advisor or institutional advisor, but I will say this, when you, for me, being a stock investor and having stocks and owning stocks, essentially, and there's a saying on Wall Street, from a certain individual, that if you can't stomach owning a stock for up to 10 years, then you have no business owning it for even 10 seconds. So when you learn accredited investing, essentially holding something long-term through its ups and downs is how you are becoming a seasoned investor, how I have learned to become a seasoned investor. And so through that, when you freeze and stake your Tron, it is essentially I have invested into Tron. I own the Tron TRX cryptocurrency, and am I just going to sit there? Am I a developer? Am I developing and building with the Tron, or am I just an investor who wishes to hold it and maybe hold it long term for the next 5 to 10, 15, 20 years, the rest of my life, and maybe pay it, have a payout by selling it off eventually from what maybe I prospect to be a rise and gain of what the Tron is like that from years to come. So in between there, what am I going to do with it? Just let it sit there? All right, it goes down, and then I'm at a monetary loss or something like that. But at the same time, in this situation, I don't necessarily have to have a monetary loss for myself holding Tron. I will be honest, I bought Tron before, when it was still on the Ethereum network, before it became its own blockchain, and it was an ERC20 20 commit smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain, and it migrated over. I swapped all my tokens out, and I bought it at 10 cents, right? So it's at around 2 cents right now. Essentially, it was a big hype in 2017, and essentially many people had been holding before that, and maybe they took their returns then and caused the market decline on that, and also other variables that who knows who can say, and just the natural things of life and macroeconomics and microeconomics, right? But for me, I'm going to freeze my Tron, I'm going to stake it, and I'm going to have a monetary gain return back like that for what I'm returning for doing nothing with my Tron but keeping there freezing as what I call myself to be a personal investor of Tron, right? I'm not a day trader or anything like that. No. So here at tronscan.org, we're at the representatives page. We're going to go to sign in, and then you can sign in with TRON link. You can sign in with ledgers, which is I'll show you what a ledger is. A ledger is, oh, I got it in my, actually it's not in there. I'll show you what a ledger is. So there's cold wallet storage that's offline, and it's a certain hardware device. So this is a ledger blockchain based secure wallet. I don't know if you, let's see, ledger. Yeah. Here's a ledger. I don't know if you can see that. And it says ledger on there, right? It's the company that makes these. So basically, as you have a USD flash drive, you have this nifty device that is an actual cryptocurrency cold storage wallet, right? I have many of these for company institutional use. So all funds are what they call SAFU, whatever it is, safe, right? I'm just gonna say safe. So basically mine has a magnetic attachment, connects into my laptop, my machines, and I will log in with Ledger. And this stores Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tron. I think there's a Litecoin as well, whatever else is on there. But for me, Bitcoin and Tron and Ethereum are the go-tos for these sorts of devices, right? And you can go to Ledger, Google the Ledger website, and it'll show you, and you can buy ledgers on there, and you make basically passwords on there. I don't suggest ever buying a ledger from like sources like eBay or Amazon or anything like that. We've heard very sketchy things that people open in the package, take the seed words right out of the package, and then repackage the ledgers so that they actually have the seed words. People then buy them and they open them up thinking that this is brand new, never been looked at, never been used. No one knows the seed words in there because it comes with a set of pre-programmed seed words. You can change them. I highly suggest always changing your seed words securely and backing them up in like a vault or bank institutional safe deposit boxes, right? Like that, your seed words. And in private, maybe fingerprint encrypted on your machines, notes and stuff like that no one can see but you. And it can be unlocked with your fingerprint, for example, in multiple locations. But buy from Ledger company directly for these. Because essentially there were stories people bought from like eBay or something, open it up, put some funds on it, and then the people drained out with their seed words because they had their seed words because they never changed them. So buy from Ledger if you want to cold storage, hold your cryptocurrency like Tron. But for here, we're going to use the this wallet, which is a set of developers. Tron Watch developed this wallet, Tron Link. So we're going to go to import a wallet. If you already have a privacy key, you can enter it there. Also, I will say this, never share your privacy key anywhere or with anyone. It is like your bank ATM card. You wouldn't give that to anyone. Obviously, you wouldn't share it with anyone. You know it in your mind. This one's a little more extensive. Obviously, I say store these in like cold wallet or safe deposit box, your PKs, or encrypted notes that are only unlockable with your fingerprint on iOS devices or iOS machines or PC machines. So you can do key store file. I'm not going to talk about what key store is today. That's a little bit more complex. It has a password set to it. So key store is also great. Having a key store file, you make a key store file and you set a password to it that you know in your mind, like a PIN code of your debit card, like I said. And then you can, from your desktop or your encrypted maybe hard drives, external hard drives that you connect in, and then you can select the key store from that hard drive, and then it will prompt you on here to then enter your password that you have set to that key store file of an encrypted wallet that you created. So now, first, to get a key store file, we'll go ahead and create a wallet. So when you create a wallet, we're going to set a password here. We're just going to go to test, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. Set a password to there. It says a strong password is required. All right, so it's not going to let me do this password, or will it? No, it's not going to let me do this password. So I'm going to make a password here. So this is a good password. You don't know what it is, but I know what it is. So we're gonna click next. So here's our key store file. So essentially on the blockchain that node validators in the Tron mainnet are creating right now are fetching blocks, and your wallet is being created on one of those blocks. So you can't, go backwards in time and change anything because it's encrypted and it's fully transparent on the Tron blockchain. So that's why another level of security against hackabilities, against things like maybe someone's hacked NASA, right? Someone could hack Microsoft servers, but to hack a blockchain is absolutely pointless because there's like data extractions from it are encrypted within a Tron virtual machine, a Turing virtual machine. So we're going to download our encrypted key. So download complete. And here is what is called the public address from a public key. So basically there's certain hash rates. So binary code hashes into certain strings of numeric and valuations, alphanumeric valuations. So we've downloaded the key store, and then it hashes into public key, and it hashes into public address. And this is what you're seeing right here is public address. So we're going to go to next. Now, here you can see the PK. This is the full PK right there. Obviously, you can print your paper wallet, so we're going to do that as well. So here's the paper wallet. I'm going to go ahead and you can print it out, save this. It shows your privacy key on here. Again, this is just a test so obviously you can see the privacy key. I'm only going to put like one Tron into the thing like that. So if anyone wants to take that Tron, go ahead, right? Whatever. But essentially what I'm going to do here is open up in PDF preview. Here it is, open up in PDF preview, my wallet address. So this is the address right there. And here is the privacy key that enacts like a, essentially what is a, what could be a PIN code to a debit card, right? So I'm going to save this. So I'm going to, just save it to the downloads, right where the key store file is as well. So this is the key store. And we can encrypt this message, and you can set a password and verify a password, right? Depending on your machines, usually all machines, right? PC or iOS based. But anyways, we're going to save this as freeze and stake Tron TRX wallet, right? And save to the downloads. So minimize that. So I can close this window now because obviously I've saved this paper wallet. You can print it out at your due leisure. And so yeah, let's go ahead and go back to tronscan.org. So import a wallet, we can use your privacy key there. It's not advice, but for me personally, I don't ever usually log into anything with my privacy key. I always use a key store file compatibly, or I use Tron link. So I'm going to select the key store file. Here's the key store file. Here's the paper wallet right there. You can't select the paper wallet because it's a paper wallet, right? Or it can be a paper wallet when you print it into paper. Save some energy, keep it digital. I don't know. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Not life goal advice. So this is a complete hash string of numerics. We're going to open this, and it's going to prompt us for our password. Hopefully I remember this password that I just set. There you go, wallet's unlocked. Okay. So here we go. Here's the account. We're gonna go to our account, and you can name this wallet. So when you fund it with Tron TRX, you can then set a name to the wallet. And then also each wallet has a great and nifty QR code. So if you want to go through QRs and have TRON wallet, for example, or Venap or Math wallets, different secure software company developed wallets that built secure encrypted wallet to secure and transact TRX and store TRX. You can then go ahead and use a QR code and say, hey, I'm going to send some QR, I'm going to request QR to my friend, or send TRX or request vice versa. So you can show this to your friend and they can go ahead and scan it and then send with these wallets through QR readers. And you can go ahead and copy your wallet there, which I'm going to go ahead and do. So I've copied this wallet with the little copy paste key there. So it shows your transactions, shows your voting reward of TRX. So there's different types of cryptocurrency tokens. So there's TRC10. I will go through in future episodes what TRC10 is and what TRC20 smart contract cryptocurrencies are that based off of Solidity programming language. And then the TRX. And they have a trade on TRX market, an encrypted decentralized exchange. Trading pairs, you can create trading pairs. I'm not going to really go ahead and go through this right now at all. So, and then you can do your transactions of 1 week, see the transactions that are up on 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, or you can select your own custom transactions from the beginning of time for what have you to the end of time. Let's pray there's no end of time. Anyways, TRON power. So you can, TRON power, TRX can be frozen to gain TRON power to TRON power and enable additional features. For example, with TRON power, you can vote for super representatives. You can gain bandwidth or energy as well. Frozen tokens are locked for a period of 3 days. During this voting period, the frozen TRX cannot be traded. After this period, you can unfreeze the TRX and trade the tokens. Again, as I said, the TRX never leaves your wallet like that. Either one of the bandwidth or energy can be acquired by each vote. You cannot acquire both resources at the same time. When a user unfreeze a certain resource, his previous votes will be completely voided. If a user would like to vote using the remaining TRON power, he will have to perform his voting operations all over again. Super representatives. Every token holder has the opportunity to become a super representative after spending an application. Okay, so this is more for institutional use. If you are a software developer, if you are an entity or a company, you have the ability to go ahead and enter the TRON blockchain and build a node and as a witness node, and they have the full TRON protocol. It's very easy to follow if you are technically inclined, or you have an institutional company that has a full software developing team, or that is well versed in these sorts of developing, of building out and staking a witness node, a block producing node. The super representative candidate can accept the user's vote. The top 27 most voted partners will become SRs and be responsible for transaction packaging and block generation, with a reward of 16 TRX per block generation. All 27 SRs and the top 100 SR partners can also receive rewards of nodes based on the votes they receive. So you can apply here with a fee of 10,000 TRX and start staking with TRON being voted for your entity. Or if you're a company institutional and you own large holdings of TRON and you are institutionally looking for a return like that, and then you can, I guess, freeze and vote for yourself for all that matter is, if you so wish to. Those are the protocols that I'm just detailing here. So for freezing, it says not enough TRX. You need at least 1 TRX to be able to freeze. So as you saw prior, I went ahead and I copied this wallet. Copied to clipboard now. There's other features in here. You can go to zero, you can see your TRON in there, you can see your TRON power, you can see the bandwidth, you can see the energy and the transactions, and you can send and receive. As you saw, there's the QR once more. Or you can go ahead and send, and we'll fill in the address, the tokens. So here when you have TRC10 or TRC20 smart contract tokens, you will see all those tokens and you will see the TRON TRX in there and the amount. And you can set little nifty notes. Hey mom and dad, hey friend in college, hey business or entity, here's a note, blah 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 blah. Send a note that goes with your transaction. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over to my other monitor, kind of speed this up a little bit, and we're gonna close this episode out. I try and keep these at 25 to 30 minutes, 45 minutes at most. So I'm going to send not going to send Tether. I have a large server running right now and streaming, so there's a certain CPU processing. All right, we're gonna go back here. I'm gonna go to Tron TRX. You can't see what I'm seeing, but I will show you. I'm gonna show you what Tron Link is on another episode, most definitely. So we're gonna do this, creating a wallet, and then I will, once you're versed in that, then show about creating the Tron wallet. So whatever the address I copied in there, I'm gonna send one TRX. So successfully broadcasted the transaction. So we're gonna wait for the Tron mainnet here. Also, with the Tron Foundation, you get a free daily bandwidth of 5,000. So your transactions are actually free using tronscan.org. With TronLink, you know, different entity, they have their own protocol. So maybe they do have a incentive that it is not, will do a transaction fee maybe. But here you have the 5,000 bandwidth, right? Once you run out of daily bandwidth, then it will start to have very, very minimal. So essentially, like in business, for example, if a company or a business accepts payments in Tron TRX rather than apart from such as the Square point of sale processing that has a percentage. So if something sells for maybe like $200 in your business, maybe you're a little mom and pop store, and you sell something that's about $200, and then you get a $5 transaction fee from Square. Well, here, you know, someone buys something for $200 worth of TRX, for example, and the bandwidth is all free transactions, and there's actually no fees at all associated with that. And or if there's no bandwidth left for more and more transactions, essentially that there's still fractions of a penny of fee upon this through blockchain technology. And you can do the same with the Tron. So, Tether USD, which is the stable coin that's been keeps being minted into the Tron blockchain out from the Ethereum blockchain or out from the Omni protocol side. So I'm not sitting here. It's probably already there by now, but so here's my 1 TRX in the wallet. Transactions to voting reward 0 TRX. And now that I have TRX in there, I can set my account name. You can only set your name once. So we're just going to go TRX wallet for voting SRs. Oh, okay, so no spaces. Right, there we go. Just an example, So now I've named my wallet. I believe you can't set the name. Oh, it says only you can set it once. Well, let's see. So this is just an overview of the wallet. It'll show you your transfers. Success 3 minutes ago. I don't know, some random TRC10 planet token came into there, so you can maybe see what that. I don't really know what that is. I'm not gonna Schiller. I don't even know what that is. So internal transactions and votes. So this will you will see your votes. So let's go ahead and go back to our wallet account right up there. As you saw, I dropped the menu down, click the account. Now I'm back into my account. Now you can see a Tron Planet token that has a precision of 6, a balance of 10 or whatever. Here's the hash rate of the transaction. So you can click this and you'll see the actual transaction on the blockchain. It was block number right here. You can see the time and the date. And from this wallet address to that address, and you can further select the block if you want to see how many transactions were on that block. 56 transactions, and the witness node validator was call me SR, one of the top 27 SRs, and all the transactions within that block. So now we're going to go ahead and scroll down back to where you see Tron Power, and we're going to freeze. So the current power is 0. Also, you can freeze Tron TRX to gain bandwidth. So at the same time as you are freezing your Tron, this is the awesome part. I love this part. At the same time you're freezing Tron, you're also gaining more bandwidth. So when you gain more bandwidth, that's enabling for more free transactions. So if you're transacting a lot in a company or a business entity using the Tron blockchain and using it as accepting currency of Tron TRX for goods and services or what have you, or maybe you're just playing DApp games, right? Then you have the ability of bandwidth at the same time of freezing and voting for a Tron SR. And maybe that Tron SR gives you TRX back at a certain ratio of their block rewards. Maybe they give 90% of their block rewards. Maybe they only give 50% of their block rewards. Whatever that case may be, you're being incentivized for rewards back while you get to transact for free as well through the bandwidth protocol of Tron blockchain. So you can freeze. So the default is your own. You can also freeze to others. You can freeze to other friends, family, or companies with their public wallet addresses to then give them bandwidth. So you can give bandwidth to other people for them to transact for free. Or if you can also freeze for energy. Now energy, I will go through that more extensively in another episode where you can then freeze energy for smart contract triggering of Solidity-based contracts or TRC20 encrypted contracts that enables that take a lot of energy. So maybe a DApp game has an incentive, reward system where if you freeze energy to them, they can see your wallet being frozen in energy to their DApp game, so that they get more energy efficiency and less congestion of transaction fees of triggering basically a DApp game, for example. And maybe you get rewarded in their DApp games token, or maybe they have DApp game items that you can get for free from freezing energy over to them. And basically that enables their DApp to run more efficiently and for free, essentially. But the default address is your own, or you can, like I said, freeze energy to a DApp games contract address. So we're going to go freeze for bandwidth. We're going to select the amount, 1 TRX, 2.2 bandwidth estimated. That's the gain of bandwidth. So you're getting 2 more bandwidth. So I confirm to freeze 1 TRX for at least 3 days. Again, it doesn't ever leave your wallet. It's always in your wallet. It doesn't go into some other person's wallet, or it's Justin's son's wallet where he's got control of everything. Nothing like that, right? We're not centralized. We're decentralized. That you have control of your own funds of TRX always. So we're going to go ahead and freeze. So successfully frozen 1 Tron. So now we can go over to representatives. You can see their team page here. In the representatives, in these different areas, and you can pick a representative to vote for. I think this actually brings you to their website. So let's see, let's go back here. I take a moment based upon the blockchain. So we see 3 transactions. So as you see, it used a little bandwidth. So here's my Tron power. So my total balance is Tron TRX and my Tron power is 1. And here we go. So use a little bandwidth, but also gain a little bandwidth back, right? So obviously, if you're going to be freezing Tron, I froze 1 Tron, but when you freeze a transaction, obviously it costed 500 bandwidth. But if I froze maybe like 100,000 or 1,000,000 Tron, I probably have a lot of bandwidth in there, more than what was consumed in bandwidth, most definitely. So here we go, 2 minutes ago, freeze the balance contract. I'm going to go to representatives. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, here's the votes. On votes, you go to TRON SR. You can see the representatives on the top 27 in the whole list. And you can go down to votes, and now we're at votes. And so you can see the most ranks gained this round, Huobi Wallet. So we can go ahead and click here to start voting. So votes remaining. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to Sky People. I'm gonna go click my one TRX. So obviously I have no more TRX in there. Can't click up anymore because I only have that. I'm going to, or you can reset if you want to say, oh wait, I don't want to vote there. You can always change your votes. Voting is not like, oh man, I froze my TRX for 3 days and I voted, and now I can't vote because I already voted. No, you can change your votes anytime. You can go ahead and retract this, bring it over to there, retract it from there, bring it over to someone else, whatever. But we're gonna go ahead and vote for Sky People, and we're gonna submit our votes. There we go. Thank you for voting. Your votes are successfully submitted. They will take effect when the next voting cycle starts. You may redistribute your votes anytime you like, just as I said. Okay, so next voting round is in 6 hours. So basically every 24 hours, there's 4 voting rounds every 6 hours. So that is basically it. And Sky People, let's open up their page, team page, and let's see. They have a great organized outline. And right here, as you can see, the reward, they have a link here, and reward 80% basic guide. So they are giving, I believe they give TRX right directly back. And essentially, so they're basically spending about maybe 10 to 20%, maybe 10% on marketing, right? Their block rewards, they're keeping in-house, and they're spending it maybe on marketing or scalability of their own entity company from what they're doing, mining the TRON blockchain. I call it mining, but basically node validating the TRON blockchain and staking back with their witness nodes that are fetching TRON blocks from the Turing complete TRON virtual machine. And maybe the other 10% goes to their server cost, right? Or maybe all 20% goes to their server cost, for example. But 80% they're giving back to you, the reward, as a reward to you, the community of voters who are freezing your TRON, just as I've shown you, in the TRON blockchain. So, guys and gals, people all over the world, creatures, critters, four-legged creepy crawlies, God bless your kind hearts. Have a great and kind, safe day here. You have learned how to create a TRON wallet, store your TRON wallet in a PK paper wallet, transact, and freeze and vote and receive rewards back. So you have a further understanding of this. I pray you have a great and kind, safe day. We will be back tomorrow, 12 noon, United States, NYC time, for more great TRON and blockchain crypto-based news. Have a great and kind, safe day. Onamashigas. Ciao, ciao, wherever you are in the world. God bless your kind hearts, or whichever meditation, creed, belief. Have a great and kind, safe day wherever you are. Ciao, onamashigas. Peace be with you.